Well, I suppose it's fair to say that in Falling Down, there's an emphasis on Michael Douglas's odyssey across Los Angeles. But Barbara Hershey, you're there at home. You don't have the luxury of breaking loose, heading out for the territories. You're kind of stuck. In a way, it's a tougher situation for your character, don't you think?
Well, I think, sure, because what's going on is subtle. She's not aware specifically of what's going on. She's not aware of what the audience is aware of, but she feels it, and she knows him, and so she knows something horrible is happening.
And it's incumbent upon you not to break down as he has.
Right, because it's her daughter, well, for lots of reasons, mainly for the preservation of her daughter. But it has this wonderful problem that it's her daughter's birthday, and she's trying to fix a birthday party and, you know, make balloons and cakes and things while this terrible emergency is going on.
There's a critical scene, I think, when a policeman is interrogating you and the question of domestic violence has come up.
Yeah.
And you say, well, no, but maybe it would have happened and I wasn't going to wait around. That's
right.
Interesting exchange.
I think it's very interesting because I think there's a lot of potential violence and a lot of subtle abuse where you can't get the police to help you. She knows in every atom of her body that something terrible is happening. She knows he's a real threat now. She knows something's happened, and yet nothing has happened yet, so she can't convince them to do anything. Mm-hmm. And I was fascinated by it because I think, you know, when you have bruises, then it's obvious, but just that side of it, a lot of women need help and can't get it. And it was interesting to get to explore that.
Take me to those locations. This is one of those movies where I don't get the sense that anything is a set. May have been, but everything seemed absolutely real. What about that? Your house, some of the other areas you worked in. What, did you guys fool me?
Well, we fooled you with the interior of the house. The exterior was in Venice, and then they totally rebuilt it exactly. They just totally rebuilt this house and shot it on a soundstage. I don't know particularly why. I guess because of freedom, but they absolutely rebuilt it down to the degree, every degree.
When you read the script and got involved in the picture, did you feel any particular kind of gut reaction to this thing? Like, this is an every person sort of story and maybe America will respond to it in that way? You know?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. That's exactly what I felt. I felt that it was about all of us. Not specifically what he does, but what he deals with are all situations that we've all seen, if not dealt with specifically, some version of it. You know, with our society's ills, it's sort of prevalent in everybody's life, you know, unless you walk through with blinders on, which none of us can do. So I felt that it was really interesting and really significant. You know, I related to it really strongly. Because
the action is split up among basically three setups, you, Michael's journey, and Duval's pursuit. Does that mean it was all shot out of sequence and nobody ever really had a sense of what the other one was doing?
Exactly.
That must be tough.
Well, it was sort of good in a way. I think it's one of the interesting things about the movie that we don't meet up till the final scene, but it was sort of good because we aren't supposed to know about each other. I'm only supposed to get what I hear on the phone.
Interesting.
Duval isn't supposed to know about Michael, so I think we all used it. But no, I think it was good for the story.
Catch me up now with some of your other activities, especially television-wise. What's on tap? What are some plans in terms of keeping things diversified?
I haven't done any television, so I don't have any television plans. I've done a couple movies since this one. One called Splitting Heirs, a comedy that Eric Idle wrote with, and he stars in, and with John Cleese and Rick Moranis, and it's a really, really overt, silly comedy. And where I play a nymphomaniacal duchess.
Well.
And then I've done a movie called Dangerous Woman, which I haven't seen yet. We just finished it, so I've yet to have an opinion about it. I don't know.
Well, in terms of Falling Down, then, when this thing comes out, do you think it's being, we've got a couple of minutes, I want to get into something. Do you think it's being handled right publicity-wise with the previews and with the posters that we've been seeing? Is it being maybe hyped as more of a man running amok as opposed to a more thoughtful, which I think it is?
I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know about marketing and all of that. I don't really pretend to know. But yeah, I think the movie's more unique than they're making it appear. I think they're making it seem like lots of other movies, whereas it's really unusual. It's really about something, and that they're not getting into the ads, I don't think.
Now, I'm probably overgeneralizing, but why does it seem like on television we have more portraits of women under this kind of breaking point pressure? And on the big screen, there seem to be more portraits of men encountering.
It's true, yeah.
That being the case, what's going on? Why the separation like that?
I don't know. I think I honestly don't know. I think their thinking might be that women watch TV and men go to movies, but I don't know if it's true. And I mean, you know what I think without me saying it.
Well, your odyssey at least is maybe a more interior one than the journey that Michael is taking. But it's nice to have the counterpoint.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Barbara Hershey, she is in Falling Down.
Thanks.
And I'm John Tibbetts. We're both in New York City for KCTV5.